This week, you guys are going to play around with this thing called the reversing ring, okay? And it looks a little bit different, okay? So we're there. You'll see that there's like some threads on one side, okay? And you'll see there's a red dot, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have the red dot facing on the outside, okay? And we're going to lightly screw this on here like that, okay? And make sure it's nice and snug, all right? Your camera's in the off position. And to change out this, watch what we're going to do. We're going to push this in. We're going to undo the lens, okay? And then we're going to marry those two red dots. See that red dot there? And then this red dot. So marry these two red dots together. You're going to turn and twist. Isn't that funky? So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to use this by doing some extreme close-up shots. Like normally this zooms in, right? And we're able to get, but we're going to get kind of crazy with this, and that's what we're going to do today. But before we do that, anytime you swapping lenses, make sure that the camera is in the off position, okay? So let's just kind of like, just for now, so I'm going to have you, you're just going to go ahead and set up your studio, okay? So let's say if I wanted a very up close shot of this, okay? We're just going to go ahead and set up our lighting, all right? Our settings on the camera is going to be 1/125. And we're going to be somewhere, I would say around f16, okay? And that's if these lights are about halfway, on the brightness is halfway, okay? Roughly. I mean, you can move them around. And just go ahead and just frame up the shot, take one shot, and just see if the exposure looks good, okay? To me, that looks good, okay? Once I know the exposure seems good, because right now, like you could change your f-stop, see that? Right there. So once, and the f-stop is how bright or how dark the image is. Of course, you guys know is also your depth of field. But if I brought my f-stop like to a higher number, right? So if I went up like f32, right? That's less light entering in, right? And you know that the image is going to be a lot darker, okay? So I generally, I mean, you can kind of play around. And the lower you go, the brighter it is. So like f16 is probably like a good roundabout number. But again, all right, so we're going to shut it off, okay? And this is where it gets tricky. Shut it off. You're going to reverse it. Remember, marry those two, the red dot and the red dot. Make sure you turn. Yep. And then twist. Make sure you feel that click, okay? And then here's your zoom, but it works opposite now, okay? So you're going to go, like, I would maybe like do like 55 or whatever the big number is. And then use your body to zoom in. And going back and forth. I'm using my body back and forth. Just like the magnifying glass, right? Like you're using it back and forth. So I'm like rocking my body, trying to figure out where it is. And you gotta be like right on the dial. And like, it's really hard. It'll be helpful if the camera was actually on. All right? You're gonna focus. So hard. Okay? You'll try to get that, it's blurry, okay? Don't get blurry shots, but you're gonna move back and forth. All right, and then you'll get a better shot, okay? And if you go to like an F, let's say there's zoom of 18, like it's like so close. I don't know if I can even find it. It's like, yeah, it's like so close. Like, look at how close my lens is to the, it's like almost touching. Right? And you're going to be even like crazier close. Okay? So that's like 18. So you'll get used to it. Like your body, like you're going to see, like when you push the button, you might move your hand a little bit. That's why my first shot was like a little bit blurry. Because if I just microscopically move the camera a little bit, it's going to make it out of focus. So be patient with it. This entire week, I want you guys to get into like going in like close, like this, using the reversing ring and like focusing on like, you could do like a raindrop, right? And where maybe you see the reflection of the raindrop, or you do someone's eye, okay? You see like the reflection through someone's eye, or like, I don't know, pores of a skin. I don't know. Like you can like maybe your fingertip, you get the, so do like, I don't know, I would say get a bunch of shots. You guys could work together, okay? And then, you know, And just when you're done, okay, make sure it's off and you put the lens in the right mode, okay? Make sure. Now this one doesn't have a red dot, it's got a square, okay? And this has a square. Just measure the two, put the two squares together, okay? So there's like two different lenses, all right? So that's what we're gonna do today. And to find the reversing rings, I'll put a whole bunch. See this right there? I'll just put a couple of them, these reversing rings, down there, okay? All right, that's it, guys.